Hello. You are warmly welcome to today's episode of Word for the Day, brought to you by the International Youth Gathering. Thank you for making time to always watch us. Please do well to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet done that, and don't forget to press on the notification bell if you have not also done that yet. Don't forget to share this podcast, this channel, to everybody you know, so that they also might be blessed by the same word that God blesses us with every morning. You are welcome to the month of February. By the grace of God, God has preserved us, and I thank God for your life. I pray that the Lord that preserved us in the month of January will look upon you with jealousy throughout the month of February. No evil shall come nigh your dwelling, in the name of Jesus. I want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy new month. Over the past few days, we have been looking at the book of Luke, chapter number 18, and we have been looking at prayer. So there are various themes that can be found in the book of Luke chapter 18. We look at prayer and its importance, how pertinent prayer is in our daily lives. We look at perseverance in the place of prayer, or the power of persevering in the place of prayer. We look at the element of faith in the place of prayer. This morning, we want to continue from verse 8. And I tell you, he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? And that's where we dealt with the faith bit. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous, and despised others. 2 men went up into a temple to pray. So Jesus was still talking about prayer. The one, a Pharisee, and the other, a publican. Republicans in the US, forgive me. And the other, a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself: God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortionists, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithe of all that I possess. And the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalted himself, he shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So in this parable, Jesus is teaching us about the posture of our heart in the place of prayer. When the Pharisee stood to pray, he was talking about his accomplishments and the things that he is not. But ladies and gentlemen, you may not be unjust, you may not be an extortioner, but you may be a thief. You may not be an adulterer, you may be a liar. You may be giving your tithe of all. He began to mention the things that he is doing for which he feels he qualifies for the blessings and the protection revelation of God, for the reasons that he thinks God must hear his prayer. And sometimes we go to God in that manner. I have done this, I have done that, I've done all that you want me to do. But ladies and gentlemen, the posture of your heart matters. It said for the publican, he lifted up the eyes and said, Lord, have mercy on me, for I am a sinner. He came to the point where he was broken. The Bible has declared that a broken and a contrite heart the Lord will not despise. What is your heart posture in the place of prayer? If you can humble yourself and go before God broken, he will have mercy on you and he will hear your cry. My name is Pastor Frank. Shalom, peace and life to you. This morning, by the grace of God, we are having our February edition of Kava. Pastor Rosa Ononeze, all the way from Canada, will be blessing us again. Come join us with all your questions. Join us with all your questions. All your questions. The time is 11 a.m. US time, 4 p.m. Ghana time. So do well to join us. I'll put the flyer right after this video, and I'll put the Zoom link in the description so that you can join us and your life will never be the same. Shalom.